A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to another YouTube live session with me, Srijit Kakkar. Today is Wednesday, 1st of July 2020, and in today's session, we will be talking about the recap subscription. So, I've recently launched this new product. I guess it's been just few days. So, I want to do a session on this so that you people can understand what is recap subscription, how it can be helpful to you. And yes, as of now we are just running it as a test run, and the pricing we have given is the introductory pricing. Over a period of time we will see whether what are the services which we will be continuing, what would be the pricing, so we will be deciding upon it. But yes, as of now you definitely have the option to try it out. So let's get started with today's session. I'll help you understand the recap session in just a few seconds. Now, before we move ahead, make sure you go through the disclosure, which talks about the representation, the risk disclosure, the risk involved in the market, and also about the copyrights. Now, to start with the understanding what is recap subscription, let's first understand what courses do we offer, because then we'll be building upon it so that I can help you understand what is recap subscription. So when it comes to courses, we basically have two courses available with us. Just give me a second. Right, so when it comes to courses, we are basically having two primary courses. What are those two courses? The very first one is called as POS, which stands for Performance Optimization Strategy, and the second one is POS Plus, which stands for Performance Optimization Strategy Plus. Now, what are the similarities and differences between the two? Talking about the similarities, the course content in both the courses is exactly the same. So whether you go for POS or whether you go for POS Plus, the course content does not change. It is exactly the same. So what happens is that when you subscribe for POS or POS Plus, you immediately get access to our pre-recorded lessons, right? So that pre-recorded lessons is basically the complete demand and supply methodology. So you get to learn the methodology as pre-recorded lessons. So in a way, this is where POS ends, that you got access to the lessons, you watch those lessons, you understood the concept, and now you can start applying it to your own trades. So in a way, POS is designed for people who already have a very good trading experience, and they believe that once they have learned it theoretically, practically they can apply all by themselves. So that is what happens in POS. You only get access to the theory part, which are the pre-recorded lessons. You don't have access to the practical sessions. Now, this is the difference between the two, and what I've seen is people who even subscribe for POS over a period of time, because demand and supply is a very unique strategy, they upgrade to POS Plus. So what is POS Plus? In POS Plus, you get access to both theory as well as the practical sessions. So again, theory is pre-recorded lessons. So as soon as you subscribe, you immediately get access to our pre-recorded lessons. You go through those lessons. But on top of that, you get access to 3 live sessions per week, which we call as the practical sessions. Now, what happens in these 3 sessions? 2 of the sessions are called as trading simulation sessions. So in these trading simulation sessions, I share some ready-made trading ideas with you. I did a YouTube session a few days ago. In fact, I'll say a few weeks ago, where I showed you that, I'm sharing some trading ideas with the student. I'm sharing those trading ideas well in advance. And I guess the name of that session was How Do I Trade? So if you've still not watched that session, you can go through it. So that is what happens, that I share some trading ideas well in advance so that you people can do your homework. You can analyze those scripts even before you come for the live session. And then in the live session, we basically discuss those trading ideas. We understand how to practically apply the complete demand and supply methodology to plan trades. So this is what happens in those 2 sessions, and the one leftover session is your Q&A session. So whatever your questions, queries, doubts are, that is what you can ask me during the Q&A session. So again, the difference between the two, this is just the access to the theory. This is access to theory along with the practical sessions. Now, when it comes to this access to live sessions, we have 2 subscription options, a 30-day subscription or a 60-day subscription. And what happens is, once your 30 days or 60 days is done, your access to the live sessions, it expires. And yes, if you want to continue, we do have some options with it. I'll also be talking about it. But basically what happens in the 30-day subscription, you get around 12 live sessions. With the 60-day subscription, you get around 24 live sessions. So that is what happens. Now, once your POS Plus subscription expires, what are the options available? So we already had few options for you people. Option number 1 was that after doing the 30 days or after doing the 60 days, if you felt the need that yes, I require more number of live sessions, I want more practical sessions, you could always renew and we were offering 20% discount on renewal. So whenever you were renewing your subscription, be that before expiry, after expiry, let's say you have been practicing for a month or two and now you want to go for another 30 days or 60 days, you could always renew POS Plus, and on those renewals you were getting 20% discount. So that was your option number one. Option number two, what happens is at times you are very clear with the strategy, there is no challenge as far as the strategy is concerned. Maybe once you started trading, there are certain questions which you have on your mind. So for that, we also had an option that you don't have to go for a 30 days or a 60 days renewal. Whenever you feel the need, you feel, okay, now I have 5-10 questions, let me join one live session and ask my queries. That is where you have the option to subscribe for a single Q&A session, that you could subscribe for a single Q&A session, join in live, and again ask your questions and queries. And the reason for that is because, for me to understand your challenges, I have to look at your charts. And even if I'm explaining it, I have to show you on the chart. So on emails, on chats, it is not possible. So all the Q&A sessions are live sessions so that we can interact and I can help you with your queries. In fact, even if you want to use the microphone and talk to me, that is also something which we allow during the Q&A session. So that was your option number two. After completing POS Plus, if you had any doubts, questions, queries, yes, you can go for a complete renewal, you can go for a single Q&A session. Along with that, the other option was that in case you're using our alert service. Now, what is the alert service? Alerts is the only scanner available in the world which is based on the demand and supply methodology. So a lot of our students, they are using demand supply scanner, which is basically what we call as the alert service. So with the 60-day subscription, by default, we were giving you one complimentary Q&A session. So even if you were using our alert service as a POS Plus member, by default, you get one complimentary session every time you do a 60-day subscription. So can you see that is also taken care of for those of you who are using our alert service. The next option is that we also have a POS Plus group on Telegram, which is exclusively for POS Plus members. And what you can do here is you can interact with other members, you can share your trading ideas, you can share your analysis, and you can see it's a really nice community where people are interacting with each other, sharing their trading ideas. So that is also where you learn from each other. So that was also another place from where you could have your continued education. And the last one is YouTube live sessions. I'm already doing these sessions about 3 times a week. So this is where even on the Sunday session, we are identifying where are some of the key demand and supply areas. I also do some lessons. So this can also help you with your continued education. So these were the 5 possible alternatives or 5 possible options you had once you were done with your POS course and once your course expired. So I was getting a lot of requests from people that what happens is that they go for 30 days, they go for 60 days, but at times they feel they need more number of sessions. So that option was definitely there wherein, just give me a second. So that option was already there wherein you could subscribe for a renewal, and by subscribing for a renewal, you would again have access to the live sessions. But yes, this was a little on the expensive side, right, for many of you, because here you're again coming for the live session. So that is why the charges were based on the live sessions. So what I did was I recently introduced a new product which is called as a recap session, right, or a recap subscription. So what is a recap subscription? Recap subscription provides you 30 days access to 1, recordings of past and ongoing trading simulation sessions. So like I was telling you that we have 2 sessions in a week which we call as trading simulation session. So the only thing is happening is you're not able to join that session live, but once the session completes, the recordings are available in about 2 to 3 hours. So within 2 to 3 hours, because the recordings are uploaded, so yes, you are getting delayed by 2 hours or 3 hours, but now you can watch it as a recorded session versus joining the session live. Plus, you also have access to all the previous recordings. So if you look at the recording archive, it is starting from 2017. So from 2017 till date, it's 2017 September. Till date, you have access to all the recordings, all the sessions which I've taken in the past. So what happens is once you go for a recap subscription, you again get 30 days access to all the recordings starting from September 2019 till date, and during your 30-day subscription, all the new sessions which will be happening, you will also get access to it. So this gives you access to the recordings, not to the live session. Along with that, you also get access to the Q&A sessions. So not just the previous Q&A sessions, all the recent Q&A sessions. So like I just told you that every week we have 1 Q&A session. So 2 trading simulation session plus one Q&A session. You get access to these recordings, and on top of that, now this was the most asked for feature, which was access to the trading ideas, because I share some trading ideas with students. Now what happens is, initially when you're learning, at times it is challenging for you to identify some trading opportunities. So because I'm sharing some trading ideas with the students, you can also look into them. If those trading ideas, they match with your trade plan, yes, you can even take them as your trading ideas. So you also get access to these trading ideas, all the past plus the trading ideas which I'm also sharing during those sessions. So these are the three things to which you get the access: the past trading simulation session, the past Q&A session, plus the ongoing Q&A sessions and the ongoing trading simulation sessions. Along with that, you also get access to the trading ideas. But the only thing you have to remember is that this subscription can only be taken by POS Plus subscribers. So if you're not a POS Plus subscriber, you will not have access to the recap subscription. But yes, once you are done with POS Plus, for your revisions, for your continuous education, you can go for this. Now this is a 30-day subscription, which means if you want to have continued access every 30 days, you can renew it. So that is definitely there. But like I said, we are just doing a test run as of now, and the pricing is also the introductory pricing. We'll see over a period of time, do we make any changes to it, or we still continue with the same features. But this is what we have launched for now. And yes, you know, I have been getting a lot of emails on this from people, you know, trying to understand what is recap all about. So I thought, let me do a session where I would be explaining what recap is all about. I'll also be doing the same session in Hindi in a day or two, and that basically covers the recap session. Now let me quickly look into what do we have in the chat box, because today's session was just about the recap subscription, not a very long session, a short one. Alright, so question from Ali is, Surjit, please do something for me. I want to buy POS Plus, but PayPal is not accepting my credit card. PayPal is not working in my country. So Ali, I don't think there should be an issue with PayPal accepting your credit card. Few things you can look into is, one, just check that your credit card which you're using is an international card. In case it is not an international card, that could be one reason. Second, yes, even if it is an international card and, you know, PayPal has some restrictions, then the only alternative you have would be, if you have some friends or family members which are from some other location, you can probably ask them to do the subscription on your behalf. That could be the only alternative. But what happens is, we take security very, very seriously, because what happens is, whenever you're subscribing, you're giving your financial information, your credit card numbers and everything. So we wanted to use the best you know, payment gateways available in the market, and you know that PayPal is one of the most popular and very secure payment gateway. So that is why for international payments we only use PayPal, because of you know, the security purpose. And yes, like I said, if you're facing those challenges, one challenge I believe could be maybe your credit card is not an international credit card. You can just look into it, because as long as it is an international credit card, it should not be any challenge paying using it. But yes, if you still have any challenges, the only alternative would be any of your friend or family member who is from, let's say, some other location. You can request them to do the subscription on your behalf. That would be the only alternative. Alright, Namaskar Chetan. Next is, if I fixed risk of 2K for 100K capital, better, or a 2% risk and calculation of 2% after every trade. See, I will not say that you'll have to calculate it every trade, because that would be very challenging. One thing which can be done is something you can do in two ways. One can be time based, that every 15 days or every 1 month I'll be checking what is my account size. If it is getting reduced, I'll reduce my position size. If it is getting increased, I can increase my position size. Or the second thing can be done is, you can make it based on some round numbers, right? Which can be, let's say I started with 1 lakh. If it goes to 1,10,000, then I'll be making the revision. Similarly, if it goes 10K minus, I'll be making the revision. So it can be based on round numbers. It can be time based. So these can be the two good options. Doing it on every trade, I understand, would be very challenging. Hello Surjit sir, hope you are doing good. Can we subscribe for recap service for 60 days? Paramjit, see, the subscription is 30 days. So what will happen is, once you have subscribed for 30 days before the expiry, whenever you get the reminder, you can again subscribe for another 30 days. But in one go, 60 is not possible, because, you know, I've designed it based on 30-day subscription. But yes, you can subscribe it as many times as you wish to. So that should not be a challenge. Just give me a second. So that should not be a challenge. You can always renew your subscription. I'll see if I feel like, you know, adding more options, 30 days, 60 days, I might do it. But again, it's just once 30 days you'll have to do it, which is good enough. Can I take only recap sessions? So like I said, Tapas, it is not possible. If you are a POS Plus subscriber, only then you can go for it. If you have not subscribed for POS, you will not be able to do it, because the first thing is you need to know the strategy. Plus, you should have also experienced that strategy, you know, in live sessions, so that you understand how it has to be applied. So that is why only people who have already gone through that path, they have access to it. Because if you just get access to the videos without even knowing the strategy, without even understanding how it has to apply, it's going to be very challenging, right? So that is the reason why it can only be subscribed by the POS Plus subscribers, not by anyone else. And yes, to subscribe for it, the link is available in the description. So you can click on the description of this video. The link is provided. You can go there and you can subscribe for these sessions if you wish to. And yes, that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll be seeing you again very soon. We'll take the same thing in Hindi, so that those of you who are comfortable in Hindi, you also understand what is recap session all about. So until we meet next, trade safe, enjoy your Wednesday, take care, bye bye.